is happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ty from Ty Drives, and sitting in front of us is the 2026 Nissan Rogue. But this isn't just any Nissan Rogue. This is the Rogue Rock Creek. So it's the kind of off-roadified Rogue, and we're going to be taking a look at all of the features this vehicle has to offer on the exterior, interior, under the hood, in the trunk, in the back seats, everywhere you can imagine. And even after this video, you can click on the link to watch the test drive video that I'm going to shoot on this particular vehicle. So make sure you check that out and stay to the end of this video to see it. Now, let's start off the features on the front of the vehicle, because it is completely different with the Rock Creek trim. So we have a completely different front bumper, lots of glossy black trim, and also some orange accents. So you can see the Nissan emblem with the front camera right below it, and you can also have some orange accents down at the bottom. So very good looking, aggressive front grille. These kind of three silver slats right here remind me of the Frontier Pro 4X. So it's definitely got quite the aggressive front end. Now, two kind of different segmentations of lighting up here. So we kind of have the turn signals and LED daytime running lights up top, and the LED high and low beams. Looks good, all illuminated, and the high and low beams are both reflector LEDs. So that's a nice feature. Everest White Pearl is the color we're working with today, and as you can see in the sun, it looks very, very beautiful pearl white paint color. And down the side, we could see we have flat black trim all the way around, and some pretty beefy looking all-terrain tires, which are a very, very welcomed feature to this off-roadified Rogue. The tires measure up at 235/65, and they are 17-inch wheels with this matte black finish, and of course some orange accents. Down the side, we have the Rock Creek emblem, and we kind of have these disappearing A-pillars, which are glossy black, along with the mirrors. Now, taking a look at the side, both of the mirrors have cameras below for the 360 surround vision, and they also have blind spot warning. We have smart key entry on both the front door handles. Just tap the button to lock and unlock. And I think the elephant in the room is this awesome roof rack, which comes on the Rock Creek. Now, towards the side, we have a nice spoiler, third brake light, rear wiper, and our rear lights, just like the front, are a combination of LED and normal incandescent bulbs. So our taillights are LED. Then we also have our turn signals, reverse light, all that good stuff back here. It looks good, again, illuminated. In the rear, we have optional mud flaps, and also in the front we have lots of black cladding, parking sensors back here, and the Nissan Rogue emblems are all blacked out with, again, orange accents. All-wheel drive with the kind of mountain creek. Underneath, we have the reverse camera, and the trunk release is right down there. Huge thanks to my good friends at Crabtree Nissan in Middlebury, Connecticut for providing me access to this Rogue. And I wanted to extend the next section to my audience, which I greatly appreciate. What do you think of the styling on the Rogue Rock Creek? Let me know in the comments. Before we get any further in the video, I'd like to show you guys a quick glance at the window sticker too, just so you can see what we're working with features and pricing. All the features over here, so you can definitely pause the video. Features over here as well. Again, you could pause the video. And then we do have a couple of small optional extras, like the mud guards, the premium paint color, the all-season cargo mats, and a retractable cargo cover. The total tab for this particular vehicle is $36,850. As we can see, scores pretty well in the crash tests, and lots of the parts actually come from Japan, so pretty cool. And also pretty good fuel economy. Obviously, the Rock Creek is only available in all-wheel drive. Let's check out the powertrain next. So the hood is held up with a prop on the 2026 Rogue, and all Rogues for 2026 will have this, which is a 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 3-cylinder engine. Now, don't be fooled by the name 3-cylinder, because it actually puts out quite some power. You've got 201 horsepower and 225 pound-feet of torque. So you might remember the Rogue famously had the 4-cylinder non-turbo engine before. In the last couple of years, this is the engine they have been using, and it's actually quite powerful. And we'll be doing an acceleration test on our test drive, so make sure you check that out. What's interesting to me is we actually have 2 coolant overflows, and it looks like our turbo exhaust side is out the back, intake is in the front. And of course, front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive is available on the Rogue, although the Platinum and the Rock Creek only come with all-wheel drive. And every transmission you're going to get with the Rogue is a continuously variable, or CVT transmission. Let's take a listen to what this engine sounds like at the exhaust pipes. Should be a pretty interesting sound from this turbocharged 3-cylinder. Wow, look at that crystal white paint shine in the sun. That is a beautiful paint color on this car. And as you can see, the Rogue Rock Creek has a powered tailgate. Nice wide opening and pretty roomy trunk back here too, as with most of the cars in the kind of compact crossover segment. With the Rock Creek, it comes with these nice rubber floor mats too, so the cargo area and the inside, a little bit of an extra cost, but it does say Rock Creek on it, which is worth it to me. Now on either side, you also have these little storage buckets, and inside you have cargo anchors, so on either side. And you also get a nice little first aid kit. This one also comes with the optional cargo protector, so you just kind of move it forward like so, and it protects your precious cargo from prying eyes. And in addition to, the seats fold down at a 60-40 split. And I'm seeing we also have a 12-volt power outlet back here for some tailgating fun. That's pretty much it back here. What do you say we check out the rear? Up here we have 2 ways to close the trunk. One to lock the vehicle and close the trunk, and one to simply just close it down. Alright, so here's our real first glance at the interior with the rear seats back here. So as far as materials go, we do have hard touch up here and in the middle, but where it kind of counts on your armrest is nice and soft leatherette material. We also have some orange stitching, which you'll see that theme continue on the interior. Nice bright colored door handles with a lock and unlock your window switch, and a little storage box right here. You get 1 speaker in the back, and that is one of 6 speakers on the Rock Creek and SV trim level. Now the rear seats are super comfy. They have more of that stitching, as you can see, lots of padding, and we have a combination of leatherette and cloth. Pretty cool rib pattern on the cloth as well. And as you can see, headrests for all 3 passengers. And one thing to fold down back here is the cup holders and armrest. Another thing to fold down is the seat. So again, 60-40 like I said before, and they do fold completely flat. As you can see, just have a little tiny lip. Really actually not even a lip when you tuck that carpet in, and you could slide cargo right in case you need more space. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hop in so I could show you how much passenger space there is in the back. So back here you kind of have this stadium style seating where you're sitting a little bit higher than the driver, and I'm 5'10". I have this seat adjusted to a normal driving position, and I have plenty of room back here. I'd say at least 3-4 inches of leg space. You have air vents, USB-C chargers, and again, those nice floor mats continue back here even for the small hump. So I would say if you have somebody, you have to fit 5 people in here in a pinch, you can definitely fit somebody in the center for a little bit not so long trips. You have the ISOFIX child seat anchors at the bottom, and a little quarter window so that the driver has a little bit less blind spots. Handle and hook, and we also have illumination back here. What do you say we check out the driver's cockpit next? So up front, I am pleased to say that the materials do improve. So you now have soft touch material on the top of the door, in the middle of the door, and on your armrest again with some more orange stitching for the Rock Creek. We have the metallic door handles just like out back, lock and unlock, all your mirror adjustments and your window controls. The driver's window only is one touch up and down, and we have the lockout for the rear windows. A little bit of a storage console here with a bottle holder and another speaker. On this side, we have an air vent and a little bit of soft-to-touch materials. Down here, we have our driving assistance, also your gauge dimmers, auto start-stop on and off, and a pop-open the trunk. Down here, we have the hood release, the nice all-weather mats, and your pedals, as well as the release for the tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Now, the seats up front are actually very nice, again, very comfortable, as with the back. And again, lots of orange stitching, and we also get this embroidery in the seat that says Rock Creek. Again, very comfy seats. Nissan has these kind of zero gravity seats, and they're just really comfortable seat on a long trip. Full power too, with your two-way lumbar. What do you say we hop in and check out all the tech? All right, so now that we're seated inside the Rogue, you can really see the dashboard layout and the differences with the steering wheel in the Rock Creek. And before we get started, here goes the key. So nice Nissan key fob, blank on the back, but you do have a switch to slide out a physical key. Nissan emblem on the front. We have a remote start, lock, unlock, trunk opener, and the panic alarm. And of course, we have push button start, so just foot on the brake and push button right there. And it'll fire right to life. Now, let's start things off with this steering wheel. Rather nice looking steering wheel. It's got some very nice, orange stitching, orange accents on the airbag cover, and smooth leather flat bottom and some cool trim at the bottom. But as far as functionalities go, we have all of the adjustments for our digital portion of the gauges right here. We have the up and down for audio volume, back and forth for presets, and another kind of assortment button for the screen up there. We also have our adaptive cruise control settings right here. So you set the distance, pull up all of your kind of driver's assist features right there. We also have voice commands and Bluetooth audio. Paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel attached to the steering wheel itself to change up the gear ratios on the transmission. And behind, we have our automatic high beams, our regular headlights controls, and of course our regular high beams and turn signals. To the other side, we have our front and rear wipers. Now, in our gauge cluster, we have kind of a nice, refreshing traditional gauge cluster where it's not all digital. We have our traditional tachometer with coolant temperature at the bottom, our speedometer and fuel gauge at the bottom, so very nice looking. Then we have a rather large display in the center to display different items. So we can again use these buttons here, the scroller wheel, and press in for OK to adjust what we see. So we'll start off at the home menu where it will display your digital speedometer. Now up top, you can also see some driver's assistance, your time and date, or I should say time and temperature, your adaptive cruise settings, down below your total miles or the odometer, what gear you're in, and how many miles till empty on your fuel tank. Now, if you start scrolling and swiping around, you get more information. This is more of a blank screen. If we click over, we kind of have all of your trip computers. So trip A, we have trip B, we also have average fuel economy, and back to our speedometer. If we move over again, we can get some various vehicle information, so tire pressures, auto start stop featuring, and 4x4 indications, so kind of what power is going to which wheel, which is pretty cool. We also have the this is pretty cool, the turbo pressure, so kind of an eco or power meter, and then exactly how much PSI is going through your turbocharger. Scrolling down, that gives you back to the tire pressures. Moving over, you can also see audio, all of your driver's assist features, which I think there's just a little bit of moisture on the front assist, so that is not working right now. Same thing happens on my car, interestingly enough. I drive a Toyota, so that's what's going on there. But if we move over, we have any warnings that pop up, so we can see radar interference there. And then we also have a bunch of settings which you can go into. So you adjust the driver assist, the eco mode settings, TPMS, the clock, all kinds of good stuff. You can go into maintenance, lots of options in there. But in a nutshell, that is your kind of screen right there. Up on the top, we have a soft the touch dashboard going all the way across, a couple of smaller speakers at the top there, and that brings me down to our 8-inch touchscreen. Now, you can get a larger touchscreen in the Platinum model. I believe it brings it up to about 12 inches, and it also digitalifies this portion too. So this is an 8-inch, the standard display, but again, 12-inch available with the Platinum. But this is nice and simple. We have audio volume, tune knob, and some shortcuts at the bottom. And they give you like 3 different home screens. So you can really customize the way your home screen looks. You have the clock, the date, and all that over here. But again, you get add things and subtract things on here too. If you swipe over, they give you another home screen with kind of like an audio focused look, and then all of your menu for your different sources for the audio. Now we have shortcuts both on the touchscreen and at the bottom for your physical format for your phone, in which you could pair up your phone. This particular setup does not have wireless CarPlay, but it does have, you know, plug and play wireless CarPlay. The Platinum will come with wireless CarPlay. We also have your audio here, so we can take a look at what the audio screen looks like. We have what's playing, your presets down here, and your sources down below or up here. This screen is SiriusXM capable. And we can go back to our home menu. We have connections for your phone, information, so kind of notifications, how to use the screen, all that good stuff, and our settings. So plentiful amount of settings as well. You can control the beeps of the screen, customize the way it looks, customize your cameras, all different kinds of stuff. And we have most of those same controls right at the bottom here. So pretty cool setup, if you ask me. Very simple again, and you can also pull up your camera. This one has the 360 view, which you can see all the way down, and you can also pull up your backup camera. If you press camera again, it'll kind of give you a side view, so the passenger side, and then back to your reversing camera, and then back to your last setting in the screen here. A couple of other buttons you can switch back and forth from day and night mode. You also have your presets, audio, menu, and phone and camera, and then a back button. So very simplistic touchscreen. Again, with the Platinum going with a little bit further on a nicer setup. Down below the touchscreen, we have a couple of air vents which you move all around, and right in the middle you have the hazards button. Dual zone climate control, which is a very nice addition. So I know my girlfriend likes it. A completely different temperature as me. So this is a much nice addition to this vehicle. Again, the 2 zones of climate control. You also have 3-stage heated seats up front, which is great. You have kind of automatic function on and off, and then in the other one you have sync and AC with your passenger heated seat. You have your defrosters here, fan speed right in the middle, and where you'd like the air to blow, plus your recirculating. Down here we have kind of your phone area with a couple of connections, so USB-C and your 12-volt power outlet, and a little pad to put your phone, as well as the push button start. Down here we have a couple of switch gear and whatnot going on. So we have our shifter, which acts in a little bit of an untraditional way. So we have a little button over here you have to press whenever you're moving into gear, and you go straight down for drive. Then you could bump it down once more for that manual mode. Press in again and all the way up for reverse, which will bring up your cameras. Very cool, like top-down view. And then you have a P for park. So once you get used to it, it's really not that bad. Just a little bit of a untraditional way of doing things, so to say. You have a couple of cup holders, your electronic parking brake, which you pick up to activate, put your foot on the brake, and press down to deactivate. Then you also have your auto hold feature, which is very nice too. Now, a nice addition to the Rogue is your drive mode selector. So right in the middle we have it. Your light is kind of lit up. You're in a normal driving mode. If you twist it over, we have a snow mode. And then we also have an off-road mode, which kind of brings up your cameras to either side, kind of so you can tackle some terrain. Moving it over, we have your eco mode and sport mode too. And it also displays what mode you're in right in the middle here. So very nice. If you press in the middle, that kind of gives you your hill descent mode, and that'll kind of activate it and turn it on for some serious off-roading. Right over here we have a little storage plate and put like your extra tees from golfing and small golf pencils. Over here we have the nice soft armrest with that orange stitching, and when you open it up, it kind of splits in two, and there's actually a really good amount of space in here with a little collector for coins and things like that. On the passenger side, you have more orange stitching, glossy black, and some bright work with your pretty roomy glove box. As you can see, nice thick owner's manuals come with the vehicle, and they fit in there with some extra room to spare. The passenger seat is manually adjusting, and just like the driver, it's kind of leatherette with your embroidering and cloth in the center, kind of where you're going to sit, which is actually nice that way, so it doesn't get so hot in the summertime and so cold in the wintertime where you sit. The headliner is full gray cloth, actually a pretty nice quality to the headliner. We have our SOS button, interior illumination, illumination when you open the door and your passenger. And you also have a place to put your sunglasses, passenger airbag indicator, and our good old traditional day and night mode mirror. So you just kind of move the knob and you have your day and night mode mirror. One thing I can't forget is these giant sun visors. These things are huge. Compared to my hand, it's even bigger than that. But we also have a mirror light card holder, and it looks like, thank you Nissan for labeling it, is a sliding visor if you go across like so. Good to know. But that pretty much does it for all the features on the exterior, interior, under the hood, and the trunk of the 2026 Nissan Rogue Rock Creek. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you stick with us for our test drive, which that link should be popping up right in the corner of your screen right now. Make sure to check that out. But again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you stick with us next time.